done. I'm about to tell you what I already done.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's the podcast Already Done, where me and a couple of friends chop it up every week and tell you about shit that we've already done. Today I got a very special guest, my personal friend, a great magician, Jearbear.
That's me. Oh, you got sound effects.
We got the sound effects, bro.
Oh, shoot. Dang, I wasn't ready for that. That was like podcast magic right there.
Yep.
It's like Red Band.
We got a couple things up our sleeve, you know.
Ooh, I'm excited. I got no sleeves. I made sure to wear no sleeves. I didn't want you to.
He's got no sleeves, but he's got something up there, let me tell you.
Oh, I'm ready. Stay strapped and ready at all times. Man.
So, let's get right into it.
Jump in.
You're a magician. You do a lot of live performances. How did you get into magic?
Man, so how'd I get into it? It started, I was a kid. I think I was like 7 or 8. And there was a show, Masters of Illusion. And it's still airing to this day. But I saw it and I was like, oh, man, that's so cool. And then there was one magician. His name was Max Maven, R.I.P. But he was my favorite. So whenever he would come on, my mom would call me. She'd be like, your favorite magician's on, Max. Come look. And so what he would do is he would specialize in like magic through the television.
Okay.
And so it's like, there'd be like 4 red balloons, 3 green ones, and a purple one. He's like, put your finger on any balloon. Okay. And then he's like, now move to the left or the right to any green, and then you just follow along. And it's kind of like there's like an Instagram trend where people were doing it, TikTok, all that. And it's like, ooh, through this. But it's like, yeah, there's a philosophy, but in the 90s, it made no sense.
He was ahead of his time.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
And he was doing that through TV, so it was like live televised. So it's like doing it. So that I was like, how do I do it? And my aunt found out I liked magic, got me my first little magic set. My mom was like super. Not I think the word's influential, but like encouraging. She was very encouraging of it. I feel like it's as everyone is.
There you go.
It's usually the mom or the dad is like either in it or they're encouraging, and I just kept going along with it. And I stopped for a period of time, got back in, stopped for a period of time, got back in, and stopped for a period of time. It's been probably almost 10 years, and then I just jumped back into it. I think I'm coming up on like 4 or 5 months now.
Hey, congrats, brother.
Thank you.
Well, so I'll let the people know where we met. We actually met both working. It was at a golf outing, and he was just over there doing magic. He's like, you want to see a trick? I was like, actually, yeah, let me see a trick. So he showed us a couple tricks, and he blew my mind.
Yeah, it was
definitely
cool.
blew my mind.
Yeah, what was the trick, guys? Because I remember we actually have the clip of your boy. I forgot his name. Isaiah. He's like insane. Like it's the most hilarious thing.
So that trick you did was the one where, so you had like a card. You had him pick a card, and then as you were going through the deck, you were like, name a card.
That's
boom,
right.
And then you were flipping it, and it was the card. But then you did the trick where you made the cards transfer hands.
Oh, yes.
That's where he was like, insane.
Yeah. We got to insert that clip somewhere.
We should, yeah.
I'll
We
get
absolutely
it to
should.
you if you got it. I know I have it. So
okay,
I'll get
cool.
It to you. 3.
Unreal!
3. Magic number. 3. 3's the magic number. Just right there. Insane.
Yeah.
Just like throughout the show. Just insane.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Hilarious.
But so speaking of that, you obviously go out and play shows and book gigs now.
Yes.
When did you start doing that?
So I just got back into it. The math would be, my situation happened in end of June, July. Figured it out. So August was when I booked my first back into it, and then I just been running ever since. So we got August, September, October, November, December. And then January. So oh man, no, I've been doing it more like 8 months.
Okay,
it
dope.
feels like it's been less, but that's that's.
And this was the first time you played shows and stuff like that?
In a while. I haven't done shows like this in probably 10 years. I do a couple things at the church on that side of things, but as far as going out doing gigs, first one I started working in restaurants. So I worked in Temecula, so I would work restaurants there, just like small paid tips, but passing out business cards.
Okay.
That's kind of like the big thing. So that's where I'm at it now. I'm trying to find local restaurants. Those are always the hardest parts because it's the mom and pops don't have the money, but then the chains don't want to pay you.
Yeah.
So it's like trying to find that perfect blend and medium, but it's like out here where I'm at, it's like you got to drive Temecula, Inland Empire, nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Then you go LA, stuff.
Yep.
Orange County, stuff. then it's just like I'm in the hub of nothing.
Gotcha.
And so it's like trying to find it. So that's where I've been going out, moving. So I've also started getting into comedy clubs.
Okay.
That's what I've been enjoying. I actually got to jump on with a team of comics who produce a show, and they did. We've done House of Blues. We did just recently. We did the Ice House Pasadena.
Okay, that's dope.
Did that 2 times, and then you came to a show. I did. I
did.
was doing new material that night, and that was Comedy Boulevard. They've been great. They've been letting me try out new tricks and just run it. So we're talking and possibly doing like. Open up for the comics, so it kind of brings it in for everyone to get more relaxed.
Yeah, like icebreaker.
Yeah, icebreaker. Yeah,
awesome.
Perfect. That was exactly word.
Great.
Icebreaker. Yeah, that's exactly it. So trying to dabble in there, and then just trying to book privately, corporately, whatever I can get at the moment. I got some ideas I'm working on for video content. So possibly,
there you go.
So that's
as a creator,
where that is.
It's always a grind. And now, obviously, since you were just saying, like, it's when you're starting off, it's hard to find places that'll pay you or this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So do you think it's beneficial to sometimes give your services away for free to benefit yourself, or would it just because as an independent artist, I know that it definitely helps me to give away my services for free sometimes.
Yep. So, man, we're about to spit free game right now.
Absolutely.
Just giving it to the world.
Listen up.
I was going to put this in the lecture notes one day. But no, exactly. That's definitely been a big part of it, because it's just a matter of I want to get myself out there in front of as much people as possible. So how do I do that? Oh, you got an event? Dude, let me do some magic. Or this is one thing I've been doing that kind of got me involved with comedy clubs was I went to a comedy show, loved it. The comics were hanging out after, talking, having conversations, and then it just came up like, what do you do? I see you're wearing a thing. It's like, oh, I do magic. I'm a magician. Like, no way, show us something.
Yep.
And it was like, boom, I showed him something, and it was actually for, I don't know if I'm allowed to name drop or anything like that.
Go ahead if you want.
It was at the Brea Improv, and never mind. I forgot names, so I can't even name drop. So what's the point? So I did it at the Brea, and actually, can I look it up?
Yeah.
I'm like so scared to look at the phone. I'm like,
nah, bro. This is a podcast. It's supposed to be chill, casual conversation.
Okay. Oh, there she is. First person pop up. Shayna.
Okay.
So it was for Shayna, and then Ken and Sarah. So they were doing a show together, and it was you get photos afterwards, talking, conversation, got a clip of it, and it was just fun. And it was like, this is good. You should try it. And I was like, maybe I will. How do you do it? So then they told me how to. It's like you got to get in front of producers who are doing shows, just network. That's the biggest thing. So it's like you got to go to the shows to get booked for the shows.
Absolutely.
So it's just kind of that grind, and so doing free, and then that's where it's like the restaurant work. It's like, hey, you can't pay me, but you guys make food. I eat. I'll do it for like a meal and a drink.
Yep.
I'll do like 2 hours, and if you let me get tips, and that's usually something that goes good. So
beautiful.
And it all depends. So
yeah,
that's how it goes. So I definitely am an advocate, and I'm all for free networking
in the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I'm also one for remember your roots, remember where you came from. It's like, especially those who treated you good on the front end, it's like it's gonna stay mutual no matter what. So it's like with example, you like once you hit it big, and I'm like, hey, can I get on? And you're like, yeah, it's gonna. I'm like, man, nah, for you, it's like I always come on no matter what.
I appreciate that.
I got it. So it's like I appreciate that. You remember where you started.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Forget. I'm the same way, and
never
don't
forget 9/11.
That will never happen, because shit, man, no matter how big you get, as long as you stay level-headed and grounded, you'll be good to go.
Absolutely. It's already done.
It's already done.
See what I did there?
I see it.
You don't have like a rim shot? Like,
I don't, unfortunately, but we can get one, so that's a good idea.
I got you.
So now, obviously being a magician, there's tons of magicians. Were you inspired by like Chris Angel and David Blaine? Wait, but before we get into that, also...
Word from our sponsors.
In my opinion... No. The Carbonaro effect.
Oh, gold.
Super fake.
Gold.
It's great. I love the show.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just like, obviously it's camera tricks.
Oh, man. I'm trying to get me in trouble. He's like, I'm bringing up the controversy. Like, you're going to get outed before you make it big.
Oh, man. Well, you don't have to answer if you don't want to.
No, I'm going to answer. It's fun. It's fun. Carbonaro effect. No, it was beautiful. And in a sense, it wasn't camera tricks. Like, the angles were sensitive to things.
Yeah.
And I've met people who were like part of things, so it's like they're aware they're about to be in a TV show.
Gotcha.
But they don't know what's about to happen. They don't know what's gonna go on.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, there's always a little bit of something to it, but they don't know what's going on. So it's legitimately.
So they're shocked in the moment.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
Okay.
Michael Carbonaro is a fantastic manipulator, like magician. Like he has his stuff down.
Yep.
And so he runs it. You know, like he'll do it. He can do the magical moves, to say the least, to make it happen. And it's not like a lot of TikTok or Instagram videos where it's like, these are legitimately camera tricks. Like, no, it would, if you and I were sitting like in a hotel room and then like a random maid walked in and was like, oh, sorry, excuse me. And then like they pulled the sheet, like, no, that would be legit.
Gotcha. Okay.
It would be as legit as it comes.
Dope. That's dope. Yeah. I'm actually happy to hear that.
Oh yeah. So I hope you have a new view on it.
For sure. For sure.
Beautiful. Yeah. Yep. And then to piggyback as far as Chris Angel, David Blaine.
Yep.
So another leeway into getting into magic. I had a teacher who taught me. We met at the same church, and I found out he did magic, and I was like, man, can you teach me? He said, bring a deck of cards next week, and I'll teach you your first trick. And I was like, I don't have a deck of cards next week. I have a deck with me right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, can you show me something right now? He showed me something right then and there on the spot. And for him, David Blaine was a huge inspiration on his magic.
Okay.
And I didn't know who David Blaine was until I had met him.
Okay.
And then we started watching the videos, and what we would do is dissect it and try and work it backwards, trying to understand it. And so it would be, maybe he did this, maybe he did that, or no, that's not it, or like, what if we tried this? And we would do it together. And I think it helped because you had a brainstorming partner rather than, I don't know if this is gonna work.
Figuring it out yourself.
Yeah. And then for Chris Angel, you know, I mean, obviously you just watch it because like there isn't a lot of magic programs on TV. It's like there's plenty of sports, but it's like, as far as like the creative arts, the creative realm of things, like there's no one doing what Bob Ross did. There's no one doing what Mr. Rogers did anymore.
Oh, yeah.
It's a dying art form.
That's for sure.
So if there was magic on, I watched it.
There you
100%.
go.
That was it.
Well, I love to hear that because it sounds like it's a real passion of yours. You grew up loving it, then you learned it, and now you're damn good at it. So.
I'm back at it. Thank you. Yeah, it was good. Yeah,
it's
good to be back at
I
it.
think it would be a good time. You want to show us something?
Oh, you'd like to see something?
I'd like to see a little trick.
Yeah. All right. Well, those are there. Let's try something. We'll do it. I'm gonna try my best to make it audio visual.
Gotcha.
People listen. People watch.
And if you need to stand up over here, I'll give you my mic. I'll just.
Oh no, I'm gonna try and do my best. I try to prep something seated down,
Gotcha.
as natural and organic as possible.
Okay.
So we got the black box.
And by the way, I did not touch this. He came in and put it there.
I did.
Thought he was just resting it there. So if he did some crazy shit, I am not involved in it.
Oh
whatsoever.
yeah, this is I'm telling. So this would be exactly how Michael Carbonaro would be. You know?
Okay.
It's there.
Gotcha.
Come in, set it up, and it seems like it's gonna be, but that's where it's at.
Perfect.
So we'll do a couple things. So with the box, I'll actually have you hand me the box.
Sure, absolutely.
And we'll do this after because I have a story with that.
Okay.
But we'll do the card box. So in a deck of cards, there's red cards, black cards. If you were to name one of the colors of red or black, not purple, indigo.
Yep.
I won't tell you how many times I've done this trick, and it's like purple, pink. Like I'm like, no. You said red or black.
2 colors. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 colors. Without a doubt, it happens.
Red.
Red. Okay. Your choice.
Yep.
Beautiful. So the red cards, those are the heart cards and diamond cards.
Correct.
What would be a suit that's favorable for you?
I'm gonna have to go with the hearts.
Hearts. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. And again, all your choice.
All.
And to prove again, you said we did not set anything up.
We did not. I swear to God, he just got here, and
Perfect.
like I said, I thought he was just resting him there to
Perfect.
rest there.
So there's spot cards, face cards, the high cards, low cards. Face spot. What are you thinking?
Well, shit, my birthday's next week, so let's go with the face card.
Face card. So high cards.
High cards.
Perfect. So we'll mark that as Jack, Queen, King. Jack, Queen, King, and then Ace.
Yep.
Those are the highest cards.
Mm-hmm.
And, we'll even throw the 10 in there because that would be a royal flush.
Okay, yep.
So of the royal flush, name 2.
King, Queen.
King, Queen, gone. Name Jack, 10, Ace.
10.
10, gone. So now you have Jack and Ace.
Jack.
Gone. All gone. That leaves what?
The ace.
Those are all your choices. Again.
Correct.
Perfect. I haven't touched the box.
Nope.
Go ahead and grab the box.
All right.
Pull the cards out. Make sure they don't spill.
Alrighty.
Perfect. And then just fan through them and
looking at them or
yeah,
not?
yeah. Look at all of them, and then look for the ace of hearts. That was the one, right?
Ace of hearts.
Yeah. So find that one, or if there's anything different out of the ordinary.
You guys can see that I'm not doing anything in particular. Oh, okay.
Did you find it, or is there something different?
It's flipped.
Oh, there's something different. There's
Yep.
a flip card there. Can you
grab it?
Yeah. Grab that and
Absolutely.
go ahead and show the camera and look at it.
Everybody see that?
What card is that?
That's the ace of hearts.
Wow. I haven't touched the deck.
Not at all.
And those were all your choices, your decisions.
They sure were.
Insane.
It is fucking crazy.
Insane.
Oh, man. Shit. I would ask you how you do it, but that's the magic.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. That's totally the magic. But now here's the thing. I had to make a living, so.
Absolutely.
You pay me the right price. Anyone will tell you. You know, secrets are always for sale. We've learned that if we've watched history in many ways, especially if you think about, well, how did you learn?
Yep.
Someone taught you. Someone exposed the secrets. And,
that's for sure.
Who was it? I forgot. I was talking with somebody, and they were, I think, a buddy, and it was like, oh, man, I want to learn magic. How did you learn? Will you teach me? He's like, no. Oh, it was Taylor Hughes. Taylor Hughes says it, and he's like, well, I want to learn how to do that. How do you do that? He's like, will you teach me? He's like, no, I can't teach you. A magician never reveals his secrets. And the kid goes, well, then how did you learn? He said, go away, kid. Yeah, so you buy it and you lose the wonder of it. So it's like you buy it, you learn it, but you will lose that wonder for it.
It's true. It's very true.
Yeah. And
but
so,
man, that's crazy shit, bro.
Yeah,
like,
thank you.
Congrats. Like, you've mastered this for sure.
I'm definitely doing. That's the goal. I always say, I'm trying or going for it, and no, we're doing it.
Doing it.
And
it's
I think,
already done.
Exactly. And then I think the same thing. So with the wonderment of it, this is kind of why I brought the box.
Okay.
This was a trick that I was trying to hunt down for a long time because I saw it and I didn't buy it, and I was so mad at myself. I was like, that was a great trick. It was fun. It's like a simple little trick, and then it took me 4 or 5 years later, I found it, and I was like, I'll take it.
There you go.
And it was it. So it's like a little black box, right? You can hear. We got something in here.
Something for sure.
Any guessing on what it could be inside a little black box?
Another little black box?
No, that would be cheesy. No, it's little. It's dice cubes. Dice cubes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got 3 dice cubes here. I'm gonna try and do it so where you can see. So there's a blue one, orange one, red one. Yeah, just right there. Yeah, I'll just take it off. If you were to pick one of the dice cubes here, what would you go with?
I'll keep the theme going and go with red.
Red? Okay, so we're going to spell that out. How do you spell that? That would be
R-E-D.
R-E-D.
Yep.
R-E-D. So that was fair.
That's fair.
Cool. We're going to make it disappear. Are you ready?
I'm ready for it.
Just like that. Wow. It's gone.
Really?
Yeah. Then we're going to bring it back. See? Now, comedy magic. That's
yep,
my thing.
Yeah,
But
okay.
no, watch here. What we'll do. Watch. We'll take it. Watch. We'll put it in my pocket right there. Hide it in there.
And that's the blue one, right?
That's the blue one right there. Right, perfect. Now watch. You can hear it's empty. There's some space missing. There's a dice gone, right?
Yep.
So watch. We just wait. Watch. You just kind of wait. Wait a minute. Doesn't sound as empty anymore, does it?
It does not.
It doesn't, huh? You don't think?
I wouldn't, but
You
knowing
wouldn't?
you,
Knowing me?
oh
Like, if
shit.
Oh man, that see, and magic doesn't work sometimes. We're gonna edit that out. Man, that's crazy. Look at that. Oh shoot, I haven't done this one in years. There we go. Magic of editing.
Absolutely.
I don't know how we'll do it, but we shake it. You look at it again. Oh, there we go. We
Holy shit.
did it right. That's fun.
That's crazy.
It's fun, right?
Yep.
But I mean, just bringing things back. Oh, you just gotta shake it, get rid of it, and then there we go. Get it again.
Look at that.
I know. How did that back in the pocket? But no, I think this makes for a great opportunity to discuss. Sometimes magic doesn't work.
Yes. So shit. What went wrong?
Yeah. So what went wrong was I didn't check it out beforehand. I haven't done this trick in maybe 6-7 years, and I was like, it's such an easy trick. It's the easiest trick. You're like, messed that one up.
Yep.
Yeah. We won't show you how I messed up, but we'll tell you I messed up on that one for a little bit.
Yep. And shit happens. And as a creative, I was talking to people about this last night. That's one thing you can guarantee is that some shit's gonna go wrong sometimes.
Oh, 100%. I did a show. Recently at Lucky's Coffee. We do a magic show there, and my buddy Greg, he did the show with me, and I think it was the one. I don't know if Big Hair Magic was on it or Chris. I think it was the one with Chris, but so we did a routine, and my chunky self, I was like, I found my straight jacket. I'm gonna do my straight jacket escape, not knowing I totally forgot the fact that I used to do that when I was like maybe 45, 50 pounds lighter. And then I happened to pick the one person in the audience who like professionally rides horses. I got strapped into that thing so tight.
Oh man.
Like I mean, a straight jacket's supposed to be on tight.
Yeah.
But that thing, I'm plump, and that thing was already tight, and then they just singed that thing on there. It took me longer than it would normally take. I got out.
I was gonna say,
got
yeah.
out.
Okay.
I got
okay.
out.
Shit, that's one trick I would love to see one day if you still got it.
Oh, I still got it.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
okay.
Yeah, let me lose a couple more pounds, or I'll buy a bigger straight jacket. But we'll do something. But yeah, it took your boy a while to get off, but it was just playing it through. And then afterwards, me and my buddy Greg, so this is where the whole thing comes up to conversation. He was like, I was like, man, do you ever stop messing up? He was like, no. You just continue to mess up. Yep. And that's just the name of the game. Yep. It's always something's going to happen. And it doesn't without fail. And something's going to happen. You may have a great set, great show, but you're not going to feel it sometimes. Or someone will just be like, it was good. I've seen better. Like, it's always going to be that chance. So it's just like, you got to be prepared for it and just move on, move forward.
So now, being a magician, obviously, anytime you tell someone you're a magician, do they want to see a trick?
Absolutely. It's like a comedian, It's like, oh, tell me a joke.
Yep.
Yeah, be ready. Oh, you do magic? Do a magic trick. Do. It's like, what is it? Dance, monkey dance. It's always a go-to.
It's true.
Yeah, I forget. And in my mind, I'm always like, I forget who said it. I think it was Robin Williams, but it was like, or someone, but they were like, oh, you're the comedian. Tell us a joke.
Yep.
It's like, well, you don't find out someone's a dentist and it's like, hey, can you take a look at my molar? Like, that's exactly it. It's like, no, it's one of those few professions where it's like, oh, you do that, let me see it. It's like, show me you really are, or you're just like a hack, or if like you're really about it. So then it's usually with those, it's like, all right, I'll do something. And it's like, I usually try and pull something mid-level, like difficulty, just to really just
boggle their brain real quick. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Now, have you ever been able to like show your magic to famous people or someone special?
Yeah. So this is a fun one. I always keep it kind of close to my heart, but now that I'm trying to get out there, I have to kind of put my resume out there. So I've actually been fortunate enough to perform for a lot of. I wouldn't say a lot, but it's just I've been able to be in the rooms with some pretty big people. So I was able to do a trick for Slash from Guns N' Roses.
Okay.
I did a full routine with Tyler, the Creator, and his group with Dolph Wang.
Shout out to them for sure.
Yeah, so they did. It was at the golf launch, his first the rebranding relaunch of the golf store. On Melrose.
Yep.
And me and my buddy David, we were out front for hours, and then I was just doing magic in line, and security came by. He was like, "Oh, what you doing with them cards?" Big guy. He's like, "What you doing with them cards?" Little guy. I'm like, "Just doing magic." He's like, "Show me something." I was like, "Okay, wait right there." Brings another security guy, even bigger. I'm just like, "Oh my God, what's about to happen?" He's like, "Do something for him." I'm like, he's like, "Oh man, that's cool." He's like, "Are you here with anybody?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm here with my buddy David." And me out here a while. He's like, "Okay, ask for me when you get to the front." I was like, okay, cool. So go through the line, still a couple hours, we get to the front. I'm like, hey, is so-and-so still here? He was like, oh, yeah, let me go grab him. He's like, oh, wait right here. Brings another security guy. Boom, boom, boom. He's like, hey, nice to meet you. And his intro to me, like the last, he's like, I'm Satan. I'm like, what? How are you going to open with that? It was the most terrifying moment, and like, not moment, but I was like, I'm in LA. Like, this is sketch. But
just honestly, just to pause on that for a second.
Pause on it.
I have had people say that to me as well. One person, actually. And I'm like, in my head, like, is this really? Because, like, you know, they say the devil comes to you when you least expect it, you know?
Okay.
So it's like,
yeah, no,
if someone's out here and, like, you're trying to do some good shit and he's like, oh, I'm Satan. It's like, maybe that really is. Who the fuck knows?
I'm like, I know for a fact, I'm like, you're not Satan. But I'm like, you might have a demon or something. And this isn't going to go well. I believe in the Lord. Jesus is my man's.
Absolutely.
I'm protected in this, but it's going to be weird.
Yep.
But we go for it. So I did. So at the time, I'd been doing this one trick where you do it, sign, comes back. I think you saw it. But then I would get it under the watch. So I got it under his watch. And I go through, I'm like, oh, shoot, I can't find your card. I'm trying to look for it. He's like, I got him. I was like, man, what time is it? He goes, sees, he's like, no. Freaks out. That's my, he says, wait right here. Comes back. That's like the thing. I was like, wait right here, wait right. So here it goes. He's like, wait right here is the last one. He's like, hey, I know you're here to do some shopping. You're more than welcome to shop. But before you shop, T is here. Would you mind showing him and his friends a couple of these magic tricks? I told him you were great. Would you mind? I was like, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I did magic for him and Taco. Trying to remember everyone's name. Jasper. Yeah, it was a whole squad.
The whole crew,
yeah. The whole crew was there. Frank wasn't there, unfortunately, but
okay.
But I mean, it was the squad.
I'm sure.
So it was a good time. So when yeah, it was a good time. So Tyler, that's my Tyler the Creator story.
Dope. See, shit like that don't happen when you're a musician. A magician, yes, but if you're outside singing someplace, I'd be like, that's cool. But if you're outside doing magic, like, yo, come here, let me see that shit.
Right, but but with musicians, like you find that with those qualities and like just them differences, they get those lucky interactions. Like, so with musicians, like there's one video I always watch and I just love. I'll sit there and watch the whole thing every time. Is the one where it's the guy, he's doing I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, and Steven Tyler's out in the audience. And he walks up and starts singing it with him. And I'm like,
dope.
That's a moment. That's something that's just special. Because not only did you're performing with the man who wrote this song, sang the song, but it's for an intimate setting. And it's something that's so special. So I think that's also, like, musicians have their own special world of, like, just things. And then also being like, yeah, I opened for Aerosmith. Like, those things, just like, yeah, we were in the back with Motley Crue before they went on stage. Like, they have their own things.
Of course.
Of all of it. But yeah, when it comes to magic, it's like those special moments do happen, and I love it.
That's awesome.
Like I did, so I've done magic for Brian Head Welch from Korn. That was a fun time, and it was at a church event. So I did that, and just recently I performed for Bert Kreischer, the Machine.
Shout out to
the
Bert.
Machine, yeah, Bert, and it's on my Instagram, but he gave me a quote, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep that quote. So I'm
there you
gonna
go.
hold on to that. I don't want to say it just because I'm like, I'm trying to keep this PG,
Hell
PG-13.
Gotcha.
But there's a few cuss words in it, but I was like, I'll take it. You know, that's from Bert, and he loved it. And so,
hell yeah, he's a good dude, bro. Plus, he's a comedian, so that's probably a good person to get in contact with.
I know, it was great. And what I'm hoping for is, so like, and what I did was at the start of the year, I wrote down a list. So I'm a big wrestling fan. I don't know if you watch wrestling.
I used to.
Okay, so I'm a big wrestling fan, and Cody Rhodes, he left WWE. He came back to WWE. No one thought it was going to be possible.
Yeah.
But when he left to go to the independents, he wrote out a list of all the opponents he wants to face that are in the independent circuit. And so he just started crossing them off one by one by one by one. So I was like, man, that's dope. I'm going to write a list. So I wrote a list of like people I want to perform for, places I want to perform at,
dope,
things I want to start and do. And Bert was the first person I can say I crossed off my list.
I love that.
So that was one of my 2024 goals. And
hell yeah,
we're already off to a good start, baby.
See, and that's why be careful what you wish for, because it just may happen.
You know, yeah, exactly. You know, with a little bit of prayer and the Lord, you know, it'll definitely sky's the limit.
That's for sure. So what have been like the biggest struggles that you've had to face as being a magician?
Man, the biggest struggles is, I mean, sometimes it doesn't pay. So I'm in the process of still trying to work out, like, can I do this full time for a season?
Yeah.
And it's having to definitely balance 2 to 3 jobs. to be able to do it, but it's something that's fun. So it's like I do my regular job, 9 to 5, or even sometimes because I have to get to Hollywood or I have to drive somewhere far.
Yep.
So it's like I wake up at 4 and get in at 5, get off at 2:30, and then it's like go home, shower, sit in 2 hours of traffic, and then it's like you got to turn it on.
Yeah.
And so it's just that. But like once you're out there and like you're doing what you love, it just something like
it's special.
That special moment comes over you. And like for me, I know I have to give credit to the Holy Spirit, like in what I believe, because for me, I hate public speaking. I hate being in front of the camera. I hate it all.
Could have fooled me.
I know. So I forced myself to do it because I know that's what I need to do. And then for a long time, I was a kids pastor. So just being on stage, that really helped me formulate and create just that confidence of being on stage and in front of people. And then working with kids, they'll keep it 100 with you.
Always.
If you're not engaging them, if you're not entertaining them, they will lose interest. They will walk away. They'll literally walk away from the situation and be like, "That was boring." Even so, it's like doing all these things. How can I grasp the attention? How can I get in? So it's just taking all the notes of all of it and putting it together.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. To answer that, I think that would be
the best way I like to put it is we do what we have to do what we want to do.
Yep.
You know? So it's shitty for now, but also it's only temporary.
Exactly.
You will be a successful magician.
I take it. I receive it.
Yep. And you will definitely be doing it full time. So I fully believe that.
Amen. You know, if it goes well, hopefully all goes well. I did maybe we'll come on the pod again. And,
hell yeah.
I can announce so I auditioned for America's Got Talent.
Hey, shout out to that.
There it is. You know, so I auditioned. I'm hoping all goes well. So I find out in a couple weeks.
Dope.
If
how was that
well.
experience?
Oh man, that experience was fun. Yeah, definitely. That's definitely one to talk about. It was a blast. It was long, so it was like for me, they started auditions as early as 7. I was like, no, I'm not gonna make it to Pasadena. No, 7 o'clock. I'm gonna need to go to sleep.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll be coming off of a gig. I was like, do like 11 o'clock. And I'm the type of person, I like to be somewhere early. And it's like, if I'm running late, I have anxiety.
Bro, same here.
So it's like, when I was coming, I was like, dude, I'm going to be late. Like inside of me was like curling.
Yeah. We're cool over here though.
I appreciate it so much. I'm just happy it was so close.
Yep, me too.
And then, so I get there and I'm like, I get there an hour early just because I'm like, this is a big deal. And if I can check in early, I'll check in early. So I come in, they wand you, you go through security, you do the whole thing. And then it's like, all right, you go stand in this line. All right, now you're going to go stand in this line. Okay, perfect. Now the waiting game starts. So you're in that room with just all the people who are going to be performing, and you're just talking to people, having a good time, like just meeting people, and it's just fun.
And I'm sure it's high energy because everyone's excited and nervous.
Oh yeah, it's definitely it's high strung. It would be because it's like the tension's high because it's like we're still waiting for your number to be called.
Wow.
So you have this number, you're waiting for it, and they're like, all right, 0 to 25. It's like, you guys are doing increments of 25. This is gonna be so long.
Yeah.
But you go through it and you sit, but it's like in that process you just meet people. Like I met a couple comedians and other magicians. Like
I was just about to ask if there was other magicians.
Yeah, there were other magicians, and then I didn't even know. I actually ran into a buddy of mine, Mark, and he was auditioning. I didn't even know. And it's like, what was funny is like so they were like, we're gonna do a large aerial shot, so everyone performing, stand up, prepare to do your talent. And I'm like, I grab my cards, and as I grab my cards, I'm like, all right, action. I do one little spring, like, and then I look around, and I'm like, spring. Oh, magician. Oh, there's so many people flicking cards around here. And then I'm like, I know that one though. And it was my buddy Mark. And then like I was like staring at him, like I wasn't even doing card stuff anymore. I was just staring at him, like waiting to make eye. And then we did. And I was like, there you go. We saw each other.
There you go.
And then it's like as I'm like, all right, what am I gonna do that's different? So I do a piece. One of my like signature pieces that I've developed and honed and created is I do a piece with balloon animals.
Okay,
so I was like,
I believe I've seen that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think I did. So I did. So I did my balloon. I was making balloon animals, and so I was like, for the people around me, boop, just handing them out, pop, 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 pop. And then one kid sees it. I'm like, I want to. another kid, another kid, another kid, another kid, another kid. So like for 45 minutes, I'm just here making balloon animals. And then I'm like thinking, I'm like, wait, I need these balloons for my routine. I can't give them all away.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I made sure to stash them in my pocket. So if like I ran out, I was like, oh, sorry, kids. Yeah. Be that guy. But it's like, nah, I got to make sure I have some for my audition. And
Absolutely.
So then you go into the next room, and then now, you know, it's on and popping. It's like, okay, so if you guys are doing music, line up here. If you're doing this, you're doing that. And then boom, they put you in. You're just waiting. And then it's like, all right, the producers are ready for you. So we all go in. It's 10 of us. We're sitting in there. And it's like, man, you got a great voice. It's like, it keeps popping in and out. Is that normal?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yep.
ADD too, by the way. And so it's like, you get singer. And it's like, they just got these great voices. It's like these 14, 17, like still in high school. Just
crazy.
Crushing. And I'm like, this is amazing. I'm like, but I'm doing magic. I gotta. It's one of those things where you have to remind yourself, like, you're not comparing notes, you're not comparing talents. You're here to do you, be you, and that's what it's gonna be.
Absolutely.
And so I did, and we'll find out.
Hey, we'll see.
Yeah. So then
stay tuned.
Sent me to the producers. Yeah, we'll see. And then from there, they're like, all right, they're gonna film you for executives, so that way they can see. And then I was like, okay, cool. So.
Well, I wish you the best of luck with that for sure.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Man, it seems like our time's pretty much coming up. So is there anything that you wanted to add as well?
Oh, man, yeah. Add me on the socials, Jearbear Magic. I post when I'm doing shows. I think I'm going back to the same golf tournament we met at.
Okay.
So I think I'll be there again. I just got a message from them. So they were like,
hell yeah.
Trying to get in touch with them. I'm doing, in October, I'm doing another golf tournament, Upside Down.
Any shows like recent coming up?
Recent shows, yes. I'm doing a speakeasy in Montclair.
Hey, go check them out.
I'll be there one night. It's by the time this airs, I would have already performed.
Okay.
But I don't know when this is gonna drop, but the end of March, I want to say 28th or something. We're gonna be in Laverne Brewing.
Okay.
So we got a full stage show that we're gonna be doing.
Dope.
But also if you just follow my social media, I'm gonna be posting like this month, March. I took some time off from work, and I'm just gonna solely focus on booking shows, putting shows together,
making content and stuff.
Excuse me. Yeah, trying to make content for sure. But even I'm gonna try and audition at a couple of other like bigger name comedy clubs and try and get my foot in the door there.
Absolutely. And where can the people find you?
Instagram, Jearbear Magic. I got TikTok. I'm working on the video aspect of it. You know, creatives like I have ADD brain, so it's like I'll start working on a video and I'm like, ooh, squirrel. I'm like, oh, I want to work on this trick, and then I'm like, oh, let me practice this, and then it's like, I'm like, oh wait, I need to post this video, and I just forget. So I'm working on that, and then website in development. So that's another thing. So I'm trying to get a website put together. So I'm in the bare stages of it now.
Gotcha.
But Jearbear Magic is gonna be kind of like the big thing right there. Jearbear Magic. You know.
Perfect.
Man, where can the people find you?
So yeah, go check him out. We're on YouTube at the Already Done Podcast. We're on Instagram, Already Done. Everywhere else already done pretty much. And my name is B-Gunz, so you can find me on Instagram at bguns.mc. And stay tuned. But unfortunately, this podcast is already done. Jearbear, thank you for coming out.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.
Glad we could do it.
Absolutely.
Let's have a magical time. Ba-bum, ba.